Greetings everyone, and welcome you all to this video on the topic PhD in the UK. Recently I have secured a position in the UK, and lots of people asked me about how to get a PhD in the UK and what are the advantages and drawbacks of pursuing a PhD in the UK. So I thought I should share my insights in a video regarding this topic. Let's delve into the presentation and let's see what topics will be covered in this video. First of all, we will see why we should choose UK for a PhD. I'll also share what are the advantages over the USA, what are the drawbacks, and finally I will show a small video which will include how you can find a funded PhD in your desired discipline. Let's start with why we should choose UK. First of all, there are numerous highly ranked universities in the UK that are offering PhD positions, and most of those positions are funded. Secondly, you can take your dependents with you if you are a PhD student. Although UK government doesn't allow the master's students to take their spouse or children with them, it's easier for PhD students to take the dependents with them. Thirdly, you will get 3 years of post-study work permit after you complete your PhD. And also UK has very good transportation system. All of those cities of UK have very convenient transportation system. Even if you don't have a personal car, you don't have to worry about going to your university or for travel, because there are lots of good trains and buses available in the UK. And finally, the funding in the UK is very much decent. You can spend your livelihood with the funding, and you don't have to take money from your parents or anything like that. Let's check what are the advantages over USA. First of all, the funding is secured by UKRI, so any funding you get, there is a scarce chance of losing the fund suddenly, because the universities are bound to answer to the UKRI for any closure of any funds. Also, the health insurance is taken care of by the government, so once you pay your immigration health searches, all of the medical and hospital fees, including the surgeries, are free in the UK. Apart from that, your spouse can work full-time if you take your spouse with you. That is not possible in the USA. As far as I know, the dependent are in the F2 visa, cannot work at all. And also, apart from your research assistantship, you will get a 20 hours per week of work permit, which is out of campus, so you can work for 20 hours per week apart from your research assistantship. And finally, the most important thing is there's no application fee, so you can apply to any universities you want and as much as you want. Although pursuing a PhD in the UK is very advantageous, there are also some drawbacks as well. First of all, the full immigration health surcharge or IHS fee has to be paid at once, and it is for every person. Even it is the student, is the dependent of the student, all of those IHS fee have to be paid during the visa application and at the beginning. And secondly, the visa fee is quite higher than the other countries. Third most important thing that you should consider, that if you want to take your dependents with you, you have to show separate bank statement for each of your dependents. And finally, there's very scarce chance of getting a PR. So if you are looking for settling down, UK may not be a best choice for you. Now let's check a short video in which I will describe how you can find a funded PhD in the UK very easily. Now I am going to show you how you can search and find PhD circulars in UK. At first we'll go to Google and we'll type find a PhD. This is the website that actually has almost all the informations of PhD opportunities of UK. After I go in here, I will search the PhD projects according to my subject. Here I am giving an example. Say you are going to find a PhD degree on electrical and electronics engineering. Now I have selected engineering. I am going to locations. I am selecting United Kingdom. And now here is the most important thing that you should focus. This is the funding. Here almost all types of PhD has been selected. If you are a non-European student, you have to select this one, because there are lots of PhD projects which are only for the European students or UK students. If you are out of Europe or UK, you should select this one. I'm selecting this, and here's other filters. You can check the PhD research project, PhD research program, PhD opportunities, and you can also select institutions if you want. But I'm not going to select it. I'm just showing you several outcomes of this filtered result. Here you can see that probabilistic simulation for airport airside operations are uncertainty, quantification, and optimization. Here's the supervisor's names, last date of applications, type of PhD, and whether is it funded or not. It's also mentioned in here. You can go to one by one in here, and for your information, all projects of this are not 100% funded, and I have selected 2 or 3 special categories to give you an example. You can see that in here you can see that there is a PhD project, and there is one. Here's another one. Okay, let's delve into this one. Here it is saying that this PhD project is about reconfigurable battery system with AI driven solid state power switches for resilient energy storage. University is Sheffield Hallam University. Is materials and engineering research institute. Here are the supervisors. Here you can see that the entire PhD project is described in here, and this one you can see that the eligibility is mentioned in here. It says that applicants should hold at least a first or 2:1 honors degree in electrical or electronics engineering in a related discipline. And now, what is a 2:1 honors degree? If you search in Google, you can check that the 2:1 degree to CGPA. If you convert it, you can see that the GPA from 3.3 to 3.9 is considered as upper second class PhD degree, and from 2.7 to 3.2 is considered as lower second class honors. So if you have 3.3 or more CGPA, you can apply in here. And most important thing is you can know about your funding in here. Here are the language requirements, application website, and finally the funding notes. It's mentioned in here that the GTA scholarship is for 3.5 years of full-time study. It provides full tuition fees at the UK home level and maintenance bursary in line with the guidance from UK Research and Innovation and the Living Wage Foundation for illustrative purposes. Sheffield University bursary for 24-25 was £20,974. Here it is mentioned in here that you will get £20,974 of stipend each year of your studies. International students are responsible for paying the difference or shortfall between the UK home and international fee for illustrative purpose, £12,419 for 2014 and 2025. So what is this? The UK home applicants and the international applicants have two different tuition fees. If you want to study in here, you have to pay this difference. You have to pay this difference or shortfall in order to get enrolled. So if you are looking for a full funded scholarship, I think it will not be best choice. So I must recommend that if you want to check, if you want to manage a full funded scholarship, you should not apply in here. Let's check two other projects. It is also said that entire project is about privacy and embedded AI, and this from University of Reading. It has a QS world ranking of 172, as you can see here. Research University of Reading. See, this is 172 in international ranking. It is also told that you need to have a 2:1 bachelor's degree or equivalent in computer science, electrical engineering, telecommunication engineering, applied mathematics, or relevant subjects. This is also mentioned that the salary includes a living allowance, a mobility allowance, and if eligible, a family allowance. Thus, the gross salary will range from £42,978 to £46,974, depending on the eligibility for the family allowance. That means you have a family allowance in here as well. But it doesn't say anything about the tuition fees, whether you have to pay it or not. If we can check in here, you can check that this one covers full tuition fees. I have sorted out all of this for you for convenience. You can see that about this project, and it's at first it is mentioned the award summary. 100 fees covered for 4 years and a minimum tax-free annual living allowance of £20,780. This is the minimum standard UKRI rate. The advantage of UK PhD degrees that this fund is secured by the UK government, and there is no way the university authority will pay you lesser than this one per annum. So that's how you can find the PhD project. You have to check the funding status as well. After checking all this funding as status, and if the PhD projects are perfectly aligned with your research interest, you can apply in here. If you check here, all of these are mentioned in the how to apply. There are step-by-step procedures in here, which are mentioned perfectly in here. And you must apply through the university. Apply to the Newcastle University portal. If you go here, you can check that. You'll be redirected to the Newcastle University's application portal. You will need to open an account in here, and after that you have to submit your IELTS results and certificates and update your CV. All of these are mentioned in each of these PhD projects. So these potential PhD projects are very detailed, and you can check in here very easily. Thank you very much.